support. Press 3 for billing and payment. Press 4 for the corporate office. Thank you for calling Zoho Corp. For Zoho.com, please press 1. To manage engine, please press 2. To reach our corporate offices, press 3. Calling Zoho. Press 1 for sales. Press 2 for technical support. Press. Thank you for calling Zoho. Our phone support is available for paid and evaluation customers. Please listen carefully as our options have changed. Press 1 for Zoho 1. Press 2 for Zoho CRM and CRM Service. Press 3 for Zoho Creator. Press 4 for Zoho Project. Press 5 for Zoho Mail, Work Drive, and Docs products. Press 6 for Zoho Finance products. Press 7 for Zoho Dev, Campaign, and Marketing Hub. Press 8 for Zoho Analytics. Press 1 for Zoho Mail. Press 2 for Zoho. Thank you for calling Zoho Mail. Our phone support is available for paid and evaluation customers. This call may be recorded for quality and training purposes.
Thank you for calling Zoho Mail. My name is Shiva. How can I help you today?
Yes, I'm hoping you can help me. I have a very, very serious issue. Just bear with me 1 second. Can I go in here? I've had a Zoho account with you guys for over... That's what I was asking. I've had a Zoho account for about 10 years that I opened in Canada. Now, I got violently assaulted by the Stuttgart police in the Stuttgart airport, where I was held at gunpoint. Now, I was in there for 7 hours because I worked for SAP and they owe me a lot of money. So I left my laptops in Heidelberg.
Hello?
Which is... Can you hear me? Can you hear me, sir?
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you now, yeah.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will make this very brief because this is a very serious situation. Zoho, I've been with Zoho for a very long time, yes? I've had my Zoho hacked numerous times, and I've gone back and forth with Zoho recently because Zoho is really the only email that I can rely on. Recently, I went to Heidelberg, which is the headquarters of SAP, which I have a legal battle with because I worked for them. I'm an IT manager. I went to Stuttgart.
Okay.
I had to take the Flixbus. I went through Stuttgart airport, and I was terrorized by the German Polizei, who stole money out of my account at gunpoint. Now, I asked to speak to the chef of the airport, who they refused. It took me 7 hours, and they gave me an email to send my complaint to. I sent that email complaint. Now, bearing in mind, 48 hours before that, in Düsseldorf University, I also had my brand new smartphone of 128 gigabyte of evidence against my employer, SAP. So I am being targeted, so I can't get to the Arbeitsgericht. And now that I have been beaten so many times in Germany, I'm Canadian, it's now at the European Court of Human Rights. So what they're basically going after is my evidence all the time. and no one would actually record it in the Stuttgart airport, and they told me to write the email. So the only email that I actually trust is my Zoho. So I wrote the email from my Zoho to the airport, including Düsseldorf University, of the utter violence that I was subjected to, and immediately my Facebook got frozen, all my Gmails got frozen, my Zoho account was temporarily blocked, and I had no idea what was going on. And I got an email on Friday saying the Stuttgart Bundespolice basically said I wrote that email, and that's what I was supposed to do. I'll be honest with you, even as I'm talking to you now, a police car is going past trying to intimidate me. Now, I need to get myself out of this situation as quickly as possible, and without my Zoho email, it's going to be virtually impossible. I've done absolutely nothing. I wasn't even flying from anywhere from the Stuttgart airport. All I was doing was taking a Flixbus to the Stuttgart airport to take the S-Bahn to go and see my doctor. They ran down the stairs and they held me at gunpoint and took my money, and I was told to write that email from my Zoho account, which is what I did, and then you blocked me.
Then we blocked you.
Well, when I tried to log in, it said it's been temporarily blocked, and I asked, why have you blocked it? And they said the Stuttgart police has now gone around contacting my Gmail, my Facebook, and Zoho, saying that I wrote I was held at gunpoint by the Stuttgart police, and therefore you blocked my email. I haven't done anything.
So can you give me your email address first?
Yes. And you can check the amount of times that I've been hacked, right? It's BF, so Bravo Foxtrot Consultancy Limited at Zoho.com. Now, the amount of times I like to contact your Indian support, because I know it's an Indian-based company and it's the only one that I actually trust. But to block me from sending that email, when Düsseldorf University and Stuttgart Airport, as well as Frankfurt Airport Bundespolice, have held me at gunpoint, stolen my laptops, stolen my external drives, stolen my phones, so they're stealing the evidence. I'm merely writing the email to try and get it back and say, why did you do this? This was absolutely terrifying. And the only reason I know that it was them that contacted you is because Zoho sent me the email that they sent. They can't just hold me at gunpoint and get away with it. All I was doing was walking through the airport. I wasn't even flying anywhere. But if you're going to pull a gun on me, what am I going to do? And they actually took the money out of my wallet. Police are not supposed to be able to do that. And for Zoho to then block my account, knowing the amount of security breaches I've had, because they've stolen 10 laptops, about 20 phones, just as a means to try and break me, so I can't get to the European court in Strasbourg. I need my Zoho mail account open. It's my own. A lot of evidence is on there, because a lot of high profile people that emails have been sent to are on there. And then I started to check my Facebook. My Facebook has been blocked. So obviously the German police have gone around trying to block all my evidence. I wasn't even posting anything on Facebook. But without my Zoho, I got nothing. That was my business account, because when I was in Canada, BF Consultancy Limited was the name of my company. And if you look at that email, that's where it originated from, right?
I'm trying to find your account here. So it's BS in Bravo, SS in Foxtrot, CS in Canada, OS in Oscar, NS in November, SS in Sierra, US in Union, LS in Lima, TS in Tango, AS in Alpha, NS in November.
No, you've missed out. Consultancy. So I'm very, very tired. Yeah, I'm going.
Let me spell the consultancy for you. Consultancy, alright?
Limited Ltd.
LTD, okay.
So limited.
I typed in LIMITED.
I've had the account with you for a very long time.
This is, I found the account. It's, so your Gmail account is fras3@gmail.com, am I right?
Say again?
Fras, FRASB3@gmail.com.
Yes, and the problem that I'm having is when I opened the Zoho account, it was opened what must be at least 7-8 years ago now, right? Now that Gmail account that you've just mentioned, Gmail blocked it 5 years ago. So when they steal my laptop, every time I get access to my Zoho, I desperately try and secure my Zoho account because Gmail blocked that email a long time ago. I haven't had access to that email in probably 5 years. So then I have to go through all the security questions over and over and over again with Zoho, and then I desperately try and change the phone numbers, and then they steal my phone numbers. So I have very few people trying to help me. But if you can understand the country that I'm in, right? I came to Germany in good faith, but I am getting chased by NAZI, right? That's not a good thing to happen. So just because they called you and said this happened, I find it incredible that you blocked my account. I didn't do anything.
So they never blocked
No, because when I logged in, I actually have the emails from Zoho saying that you blocked it. I'm in a warehouse right now. I'm not sat in front of my computer, but as of Friday, I did get the email, and the only reason I know it was the Stuttgart Bundespolice is because Zoho sent me the email that was sent to them.
When did you receive this email?
Friday. Because I didn't know what was happening. It was in like within 23 hours, and I'm desperately trying. Look, I had 19 terabyte of evidence, right? I'm now down to 3. If they steal any more of my clothes or my laptops or my phones or my evidence, my whole IT career is over. Now, if you look at the background of my Zoho account, I've had to contact you guys quite a few times over the last 6 months, yes? There was a guy called Dominic was contacting me. I only recently changed my password. Now the problem is I can't access that Gmail that you mentioned, and I haven't been able to access it for 5 years. Now the problem is, in order for me to get into that, I need to change all the security data. Within the last, I don't know, 6 months, I must have had 11 phones stolen because it's linked to my social media. I don't want any of my name anywhere on social media because I've worked for about 7 of the top 100 IT companies in the world. The only email that I really truly trust is Zoho. And then just because the Bundespolice called you, when I tried to log into it on Friday, and the problem is in Germany is that I've been logging in on open networks, basically hotels. I got the email saying that they made a complaint that I sent them that email from my Zoho account. How is sending an email a crime when I was held at gunpoint? How is that a crime? They told me to do that. They basically made me wait in that Stuttgart airport 7 hours because no one would talk to me, and I obviously can't go to the police because it was them that did it. So what happened to George Floyd, I've been subjected to in Germany. It's a miracle I'm still alive. Now, without my Zoho account active, which has, a lot of the evidence on there, I need to prove my story of what I've been subjected to. So I can't believe that it was blocked or temporarily put on hold. I didn't commit a crime. I have not committed a crime. I've done nothing. They basically was going to put it on a sticky note. I said, there's no way you can hold me at gunpoint and put it on a sticky note. Then he gave me a form. He said, email this person, as of which I did. I then went to the rat house, which is basically emailing the mayor of Stuttgart about what I was subjected to. And then on Friday, my Facebook was blocked. All my Gmail, some of my Gmails that I've had for like 5 years now don't exist. And the one I thought, okay, surely Zoho, the one I can trust for all going through all of this, and you'd blocked it as well. I'm doing nothing to no one. I'm just trying to survive and get the hell out of here.
I understand that, sir. Just please give me a minute because I'm not...
I don't mean to interrupt and be rude, but just bear in mind, I'm under one of the worst racial attacks you can possibly imagine. And I'm also, one of my legal cases is up against one of the biggest IT employers in the world, in SAP. Now, it's now gone from the Munich Arbeitsgericht, which basically means the Munich employment law, to the European Court of Human Rights. Now, the people that are constantly attacking me are the police, right? So what am I supposed to do against that? I can't go to a police station and say, by the way, your police have just beaten the crap out of me and stolen my laptops. And they always attack me in the train stations, on the bus, and in the airports. So they are doing everything. If I've worked at Bank of America, Royal Bank of Canada, Formula One, if it gets out what they've treated me like, that's why they're desperately trying to block this. And that's why they desperately block everything. And it's very difficult for me, right? Because if I get attacked by the police, where do I go? So that's why I went to the mayor's office, and then you blocked my only account. Zoho is the one and only email I truly trust.
Okay, sir. Just give me a minute. Do you have access for the Proton mail, the Linux 19 at protonmail.com? Yes or no?
Say that one again.
Linux 19 at protonmail.com.
Yes, I do, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure if that email is compromised, only because, as far as I'm aware, Proton Mail is encrypted in and out, right? Now, I've also given that 2 passwords, but people have tried to send me emails on there, and I haven't got it. Now, purely because it may be compromised, it may not. I have 1 laptop left out of 10. I don't know what is safe on my laptop and what is not, purely because I use a password database because I have so many passwords, right? Now the problem is that if I'm in an open network, I don't know if they've got access to all my passwords. Can I get access to that email? Yes. Is it compromised? I don't know.
Sir, actually, Dominic, right? You mentioned Dominic.
Yeah, we went back and forth. But we went back and forth. The thing is, it's ridiculous because the amount of times I've had to contact Zoho. But just if you think about it, if you have SAP is the 3rd largest IT company in the world, right? And I've actually gone to France, Denmark, everything, and they won't give me a job until I resolve this at the European Court of Human Rights. So anytime I get technology or I get evidence to get to court, the police steal it. Now, I've never had a problem with police until this happened. Now, bearing in mind the country that I'm in as well, right? It doesn't exactly have a good human rights record. Now, I came here thinking, Germany, you know what? I got no problem whatsoever. I've had 8 lawyers in Germany who all stole my money. It's now horrific, and I live day to day. Now, I don't want my name splattered all over social media, but I have no choice at this point. Now, yes, I went back and forth with Dominic, probably, I'll be honest with you, it must have been like 26, 27 emails, right? And I managed to get access to my Zoho. And then what happened was, the only reason I went to Stuttgart was to see my doctor, Frank Eckhart, in Feuerbach, which is not a poor area. It's where Porsche and Mercedes-Benz and everything is. And the police attack me. Now, I'm just a citizen, right? And I'm not a citizen of this country. So if the police are attacking me, where am I supposed to go? So the only way for me to get my life back and my career back is to get out what they're actually doing. And a big part of this is Zoho. So I did manage to get my account open, but when I tried to get access to it on Friday, one day after sending that email to the mayor of Stuttgart and Bundespolice, you blocked my Zoho. And then I got an email. I contacted Zoho support and the press at Zoho, and they said the reason we blocked your email is we've had a complaint from the Stuttgart Bundespolice and the mayor of Stuttgart. So it's like, well, they can hold a gun to me, actually steal the money out of my wallet, threaten to kill me, and I get my email blocked. I did what I was supposed to. You can't have police just holding guns to you at ransom and saying you better not tell anyone what happened at SAP. All I did was send the email that I was told to send from the mayor's office and from the airport. That's all I did. And the reason I got the email from Zoho is you received a complaint from them. I didn't do anything wrong.
When did you receive an email from Zoho, sir, regarding that your account was blocked?
Yeah, I mean, just because a police officer, under normal circumstances, if a police officer calls you and makes a complaint, you'll be like, oh, it's a police officer, it must be right. This company is using them in order to terrorize me. And in an age of 2020, I don't know if you're in the States or you're in India or wherever you are, but we are under police brutality everywhere, right? I have never been subjected to anything like this, but I mean, I'm getting absolutely blitzed. My neck is destroyed, I've had my wrist broken, I've had my ankle broken 4 times, and been held at gunpoint, all by police. So unless I solve this quickly, Barry's gonna be gone. And they have my passports, that's the big problem. Because when I came back from Strasbourg European Court of Human Rights, the police stole my passports. So what they actually did at the airport was, oh, we want to do an ID check. There's nobody in these airports because of Corona. I said, this is not an ID check and you know it. And that's when they pulled the gun on me. What am I supposed to do with a police officer and a gun? Then they put me behind closed doors, beat the hell out of me, opened my wallet and took the money. What am I supposed to do? So then they made me wait 7 hours. I write the complaint on an email and I get my email blocked. It's like I have no rights whatsoever.
So I understand that...
I'm terrified.
I can see that your account is still active. Just give me 2 minutes. Let me check this case, yeah? Just give me 2 minutes. Please stay online.
Sure. They're gonna open it. I am being subjected to non-stop terror.
Yeah. See, account is currently not blocked. So
Say again, sorry?
the account is not blocked. So I checked many times and I even discussed this with my team. The account is not blocked. So what issues are you facing with Zoho Mail?
Okay, so well, the thing is, it comes up again with this. This is the problem, because even if I take my one of my laptops, they keep breaking all my technology, so I can't get this story out, right? So it's so bad in Germany that I can't even take a Deutschbahn, not like a national train anymore. It's that bad. The problem I have is I don't know if all my passwords are compromised, because recently, when the police smashed all my laptops, I took my laptop to a very, very small tech store, because I don't trust virtually anyone now, and they took the SSD drive out the laptop. Now, I think I'm gonna have to go through resetting the whole password again. But like, I'll be honest with you, I'm terrified for my life. I have one or two people who realize what I'm being subjected to and are trying to help me. But just bearing in mind, they've closed my bank accounts. They are cutting me off, period. So I tried to log into the Zoho account again over the weekend. Now, I don't know if it's because I'm trying to log in on an open network and they're blocking me, but I think the best way is to send a reset to the Linux 19 again, and I try and do it again. Now, I'm encrypting all these passwords, right? I'm an IT manager. I know what I'm doing. My problem is because I'm not staying in a permanent place. I'm staying in hotels, basically paid by people who are not German, who are seeing what I'm being subjected to. But these networks are obviously not secure. You work in IT, you know that, right? If you're in an open network, I've gone from Windows to Linux. I've put firewalls. I've done everything I can. I don't know how. I don't know what else to do to make myself more secure. The only way is like, there's only so many times I can change my password. But the password that I went through, like 20,000 emails with Dominic, I think I'm going to have to try and do it again. So if you can send another reset to that email that you mentioned, I think I'm going to have to do it again. But bearing in mind, before this end calls, if you get any complaints from Germany or like, I've been an IT manager for 15 years. I am up against an onslaught of racial and police violence purely because of the company that I worked for. Now, because they have my passports, I'm trapped, and they closed my bank accounts. Now, unless I get this story out of what they've done to me, and I, get my life back, I can't survive this much longer. So, I would say, sorry, I didn't catch your name? Shiba, thank you. So, as I said, through all of this, Shiba has embarrassed the Gmail. You've embarrassed Outlook, because their support is non-existent. You've always been there for me. Now, I don't know if my Linux 19 is compromised, but if you send a reset, just bearing in mind that Gmail that you mentioned, I tried to delete. I can't delete it. I've not had access to that Gmail for years. Now, I have no way, even when I did manage to get access to it, going through all that with Dominic, I'm unable to delete that. There's no way for me to get rid of that I know of. I tried. So, I think that the first way to do it is to send a reset to the Linux, the Proton mail that you mentioned. And then I have to reset it again, and then I may have to go through, I have probably 30, 40 passwords of different emails and social media and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to have to go to the Facebook headquarters in Germany and Google and everything and say, what the hell are you doing? But in order to, if I get my Zoho open, then it's a big step forward, because as of Friday, I was almost ready to give up. Because it's terrifying if someone pulls a gun on you, if it's the police, and I've committed no crime in my life. I'm an angelic, right? I've done nothing. but this company owes me a lot of money. If I get my Zoho open, it's a big step forward. And please put notes on my account of what I'm being subjected to in Germany, because until I get out of here, or until I solve this problem, I may have to go through this again. So please don't block my account based on a racist police officer making a false complaint.
Okay, sir.
So what you can see from the record of my Zoho, they know that email is and the other thing is, when I first came to Germany in 2016, I had very important emails sent to my Zoho. Now out of all the emails that I trust, Zoho is the one that I picked, mainly because you're Indian and you have no real influence politically one way or the other, to my knowledge, right? And this is all about politics. This got nothing to do with me. So I would send the reset to Linux 19. I've got to snip, screen print some of these important emails. My only concern, when I arrived here in 2016, and I had very important emails did go missing out of my Zoho account that I can't get back. It's way too late to get that back, and I don't have time to go through it. But you know, I am deeply concerned about my security, not only on a physical level, on a spiritual level, but on a technical level. Like, they are going after me technically about as hard as you can. And the only reason I'm surviving this is as I was a good athlete and I'm mentally strong. But I mean, I am being pushed to my max. So if you can send a reset to the Linux 19 and put notes on my account of my situation in Germany right now. It's at the European Court of Human Rights. Now, what I did to prove my case was I sent all the documents from the European Court of Human Rights. Not that I wanted to, but I sent them to your Zoho to prove that I'm not lying.